Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. All purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. Purport. The rituals and sacrifice mentioned in the Karmakanda division of the Vedic literature are meant to encourage gradual development of self-realization. And the purpose of self-realization is clearly stated in the 15th chapter of the Gita. The purpose of studying the Vedas is to know Lord Krishna, the primeval cause of everything. So self-realization means understanding Krishna and one's eternal relationship with him. The relationship of the living entities with Krishna is also mentioned in the 15th chapter of Gita. So living entities are part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, revival of Krishna consciousness by the individual living entity is the highest perfection stage of Vedic knowledge. This is confirmed in Bhagavatam. Aho bhata supachoto gariyan yajjhvagre vartate nama tubhyam te pustapaste juhu sasnurarya brahmanuchurma grinate tete. Oh my Lord, a person who's chanting your holy names, although born of a low family like that of a Chandala, dog eater, situated on the highest platform of self-realization. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to the Vedic rituals and studied the Vedic literatures many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. Aho bhata supachoto gariyan rajjhvagre vartate nama tubhyam te pustapaste juhu susnurarya brahma anuchurna magrinati etate. I'm going to read that last sentence again. Oh my Lord, a person who is chanting your holy name, although born in a lowly family like that of a Chandala dog eater, is situated on the highest platform of self realization. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic rituals and studied the Vedic literature many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणम्. Hare Krishna. It's a very beautiful sloka where the Lord is glorifying his pure souls, pure devotees. All purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir. Similarly, all purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. This is Lord's pure devotees and Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are actually in that particular state. They are very lowly, but through their association, they are continuously being kept in that particular state. How is this, dear devotees? The Lord is telling in the scriptures that that is the highest. Aho bhata supachoto gariyan. Third canto speaks about it. Yajjihva gareya vartate nama tubhyam. So pachoto gari. Even though the person is born in a family of a Chandala but is chanting Hare Krishna Shuddhanam. Tepus tapaste juhur sasnurarya. Such a person must have performed all penances and sacrifices according to Vedic literatures and is situated many times Like it's like that personality is actually taken many times after taking his bath. Also, a person will not be established in that particular state. But such a person is very rare. Yes, it is very rare. Krishna consciousness is the rarest process in this creation. Bahunam janma namante jnanavan prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. Understanding that the Vasudeva is a source, Vasudeva is everything. Huh? Following the words of his devotees is everything to me. Understanding that source, sudurlabha. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. Just like Lord also tells, Janma karma chame divyam evam yovaiti tattvataha. Tattva deham punarjanma. And I think person will not have another birth. Who will not have another birth? A person who has realized that this is everything for me. Janma karma chame divyam. He has understood all the birth, the transcendental passions of the Lord. His savana, his kirtana is doing, he's completely absorbed in that. That is only his chintana. That is only his meditation. Oh, that kind of a person will not return into this particular material world. Now, another aspect which comes is, which is very important. What is that aspect is, are if these personalities are in this particular state, but we see acharyas, they say प्रतिजन्मे करे आशा चरणे रतोले. Are what are they saying? This Narottam Das Thakur Maharaj, who is a Manjari in the spiritual world, this person is telling like this. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also telling, na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadish kamaya mama janmani janmanishwara bhavatayad bhakti rahitu kyo, my dear Lord. So Supreme Personality of Godhead is telling, oh, I don't want any of these things. Dhana, Jana, Sundari. I want your association. I want your connection birth after birth. Now here on one side, Krishna is showing Janma Karma Chame Divyam Yevam Yoveti Tattvataha. Or if you just by understanding this, you will not come back again into this material world. That means Krishna is trying to pick these jivas from this particular world. But the exalted Vaishnava Acharyas, they are telling, I want to come again into this world because there's so many conditions who are rotting in this particular world. They have no idea what devotion is. Even after accepting the process, they have no idea what is the process really is. Huh? Having all the whatever comfort zones we have, through that person will not be able to really fathom or even understand or dive deep into the consciousness of Krishna consciousness, into this loving science of Krishna consciousness. It becomes difficult for those personalities. But on this side, the Lord is clearly telling, very beautifully is telling, is so much convinced uh, through his devotees that just by meditating, Janma karma chame divyam. Just by understanding my name, my fame, my transcendental pastimes, you have an opportunity to come back home, back to Godhead. Now, who will get the taste to that? Who has that? Or who has that? Another devotee who has that, one should actually acquire taste from that devotee. That's how we actually get the taste. I always think about it. Just like Hiranyakashipu, he went and did tapasya for thousands of years to get the benediction from Brahmaji. But how about the devotees? Their devotees don't do tapasya. I have no time. They don't have any time to do tapasya. None of those things are available in the realm of a devotee. But what the devotee should do? Devotee should submit himself. Devotee, he has no other thing. If he realizes that I do not have any other thing, then his taking up the process will become more and more sincere. Because when we see through the example of Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu, the conversation, when Prahlad Maharaj is about to ask Hiranyakashipu, or Hiranyakashipu is asking Prahlad Maharaj, from where you are getting strength? Who is the source of everything? Don't tell me Vishnu is my enemy. And Prahlad Maharaj said, no, Vishnu is the source of everything. Even though he is your enemy, but he is the source of everything. Narayana, he is the source of everything. Krishna, they are the source of everything. You accept or not accept, actually, even you are also getting your strength from that person only, Vishnu. But you do not accept, do not agree to that. It's a very interesting, dear devotees. Certain things we might not agree. Doesn't mean that it will not happen. A lot of people, they do not agree that I will die. That means they agree that I will die, but they don't agree that I will die soon. They think that I have so much time. But we don't know how much time we have. That means even though I'm not agreeing, still the imminent death can come at any moment. That means even if we accept or do not accept, even we are so much absorbed in our duties or our prescribed activities in this world, still there is an understanding, there is a very clear demarcation that no, I have all of these things, but I have to leave these things also sometime. Dear devotees, when we really have this understanding that I have to leave all of these things one day, then for what we are connected here, dear devotees? I always think about this. For example, if we have this understanding that we have to leave everything one day, then for what are we connecting here? We go and watch all the news, which is of no use, which doesn't help us to become Krishna conscious. What are we doing here? I really think about this. This news, this social media, what is it helping us? Our consciousness is unnecessarily absorbed in that. That so-called news doesn't have any impact on us, right? For example, you're traveling tomorrow, you have to check whether your flight is on time or not because you have to see that. That is required because you're connected to that. But the so-called news somewhere which is happening in America or somewhere which is happening in India, what is it connected to us? Does it have any connection to us? Does it have any correlation to us? Then why do we check that? Why do we watch? Why do we even discuss about it? There's so much in this Krishna consciousness to discuss. There's so much in spiritual understanding. There's so much absorption to be done. There's so much can be absorbed in the consciousness level. Or why the senses are working like this? Why is the mind is actually working like this? Why so-called things are happening like this? No, why is it Krishna is actually glorifying his pure devotee? This is actually Krishna glorifying his pure devotee. Tavan sarvesu vedasu brahmanasya vijanatah. Only the person, all the purpose of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. That means a person has to know the purpose behind that. That person is a pure devotee. Prabhupada is mentioning up from Canto 3 that even if a person is born in a family of a Chandala, if he's chanting pure names, he should be treated as a pure devotee. Even if he is born in a low caste, he's a dog, he's born in a family of a dog eater also. We have to accept them, that person as a pure devotee because she has received the nectar, the Harinam, the Shuddhanam. He is actually chanting the Shuddhanam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's not an easy thing. Getting the taste to chanting of Hare Krishna, coming to the state of Shuddhanam is should do a lot of tapasya. Tapo divyam putrakayana satva. The tapasya should be done for that. Oh, want to do tapasya because I really want to chant your names, dear. Every devotee, every Vaishnava Acharya, they're relishing so much, but I'm not relishing anything. What am I doing? Please give me strength so that I can avail that opportunity. Because through that only, there is a chance and the ray of hope in this world. Because Sadhu Sangha is given for what? To develop that stringent faith and taste in the process of Krishna consciousness. But if the sadhu sangha is not taken correctly, then obviously the faith and the absorption will not be established. There's an aspect here, dear devotees, to understand. Let's say a person is on the ground level. In order to move forward or progress in Krishna consciousness, he has to do some select good choices. He has to go through, he has to, if he doesn't take good choices, his process of Krishna consciousness will diminish. Let's say he's taking good choices. Slowly, what is happening is, as he is taking those good choices, his consciousness is elevating. Matter of fact, just like he's taking good choices, doesn't mean that he will not take bad choices. The bad choices can happen simultaneously also. There is no there is no guarantee that we will always take good choices. Today we are discussing it. Today we are doing chanting and hearing and chanting. That is great. That doesn't mean that we'll be doing it tomorrow. No guarantee. Do we have a guarantee? No guarantee. Are dear devotees, forget about tomorrow. We don't have guarantee for our next moment. How many cases we have seen? Person goes to the bathroom and then he falls down in the bathroom and then he leaves the body. So many situations. The person would sleep in the night, he doesn't get up in the morning. The person eats something and then all of a sudden he leaves his body. We don't know what's been added in that. We don't know what we are eating. We don't know what we are doing. We don't know how we are leading our life. Among all these things, still the jiva, the mind, tries to go into that aspect which is not helping him in Krishna consciousness. News, media, YouTube, Facebook. What is all these things? These are all deviations. What are all of these things? These are simply deviations. Now, what is it doing? This is a bad choice. So, what is happening? Our Krishna consciousness is reduced. That means, what is happening is our beautiful energy which we are wasting that energy. Just like the jiva wastes does waste his waste, he wastes his energy through sense gratification. Likewise, the consciousness can also be wasted through unnecessary absorption in this world. So when a jiva and a sadhaka does unnecessary absorption, what happens is his faith towards the process is weakened. For example, through doing that, still he's chanting Hare Krishna. You know what happens? He will go to one complacent state, and that complacent state does not allow him to come to the state of Namavas. Actually, if Prabhupada was giving some personal instruction today, he would have told very clearly, don't go and watch this unnecessary social media unless and until you are doing some service. What kind of service you will have in the social media? There's no service because there's no personal person contact unless and until you're doing some service. There should not be any contact to the social media unless and until that has to do for your office job. You have to check something. Only for that one has to go into that. Otherwise, you do not have any business going into social media. But if you're absorbing in that, what is that clear indication that we are not getting taste here? When we are absorbed in somewhere else on the materialism, and then on the name of materialism, we try to discuss Krishna conscious is not the right way. Why, dear devotee, why am I saying this is, if you closely observe, when we take certain choices in our life, that is impacting our consciousness. For example, if I begin thinking something about an aspect in my life, that do has an impact to me. Nothing is there in our life without having an impact. Whatever we go through in our life, it definitely has an impact on us. You think about something, it has an impact. You do about something, it has an impact. You even act on that, it has an impact. Whatever you do, anything in this material world, you do it, you think about it. Either you are taking the association of the internal energy or the external energy. Now it's a point, it's the jiva's choice. What really he wants to take. What does we really want? Just like Prahlad Maharaj, he tells Lord Narasimhadev is asking, oh, my dear child, you come to me to the spiritual world. Prahlad Maharaj says, my dear Lord, you have given me so much. You've been through with all my difficulties. At every moment, I'm seeing you. That means you're actually, as a father, you're actually guiding me continuously. And all of these things are availed to me by your pure devotees association. And then how can I leave this place unless I help all the conditioned souls to come to that particular state? What benefit will I get in this world? What will I get? What will I gain in this world? Or what will I do if after going to the spiritual world? So many jivas are suffering so much. Let me help them. Let me help them. Is this not the exact thing Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told to Srila Prabhupada? Now, Narada Muni, it's no disclosure that Prahlad Maharaj was being directly instructed in that way, but it is a clear, it's a no-brainer. Bhagavatam, entire Bhagavatam, essence of Bhagavatam is this, to uplift the conditioned soul, to give him loving relationship on the platform of absolute truth. Through that absolute truth, there is a chance and a hope for that this jiva will continue, will forget all this materialistic existence, but takes the pure association, takes to the process of pure devotion, and come at least strive to the place of pain of surrender. Always think about this. If in this lifetime we discuss about surrender, at least in next life, like myself, we can do more services to the acharyas. We can surrender more on a deeper level. Because these discussions will not go anywhere. These discussions will not go anything in vain. These discussions are perfect discussions. Because why it is? Because what we are doing through this discussion is the glorification of acharyas, glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, glorification of pure souls, pure devotees. That is the whole point, whole game actually. When all the Brajavasis, they went and saw Krishna in Kurukshetra, then the only main focus is how to uplift the conditioned souls from this creation. No doubt they are in a deep, loving exchange with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But they are also discussing about this. And this is more important. Why? Because if you actually see our Guru Parampara, it's a lineage. It's a lineage of all Manjaris who serve the gopis. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, Gaur Kishoredas Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Shed Goswamis. They're all in the lineage, they're all the Manjaris in the spiritual world. Now, what are they representing? They came to this world to uplift the conditioned souls. They do not have anything else in this world. No Dana Jana Sundari, because that is not the point actually. The point here is to develop a deeper Krishna consciousness. Now, an interesting aspect here, dear devotees. The point here is to develop, to uplift the conditioned souls. What is this, dear devotees? This is the whole point why we worship them. Because they are coming and they are uplifting us. They are uplifting our Chetana, our consciousness is uplifted. That we'll realize that, oh, selfishness, how many lifetimes I will be selfish? Selflessness is a solution for this. And that is the key. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, when he is about to leave his body, 1 month back, he writes a letter to the ISKCON community that I'll be leaving soon. And then I'll be going home back to Godhead. And then just within few days, after writing, after a couple of weeks, he left. That means he knows that he's going there. What an example he got us very recently. Why is that? Because he has that ardent service attitude to Srila Prabhupada, his spiritual master, and the Lord. When Srila Prabhupada used to come to the city where Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj was actually staying, then all the devotees would go and then meet Srila Prabhupada, hear from him. Oh, Bhakti Tirtha Swami Goswami Maharaj, oh, he was not going there and then meeting Srila Prabhupada. He saw him, but that is not the case. What his case of action is, how can I serve him? I can see him through my service. Because through service, what happens? A relationship with one spiritual master is established. Without service, the relationship will not be established. Because there are two ways of relations: passive relation, active relation. In passive, there is no active service. In active, there is deep service. That means the service is shown in the active relation because the jiva is continuously absorbed in that particular state where he is always trying to do that active service. But here, what is happening is in the state of passive, in the state of passive, there is a passive connection, but there is no active service to those personalities. Because when service is missing, what happens is the sambandha stays on one level. That sambandha will not eventually lead to prayojana. And avideya is a core process to develop that prayojana. Prayojana is to what? To receive the prema bhakti. Prema bhakti jaha hote avidya vinasya jete vedagay jaha racharita. When the prema bhakti, when the transcendental love, loving devotion to the Lord, to the acharyas is there, that is what is a sign of that avidya. Avidya is dissipated. What is that? Illusion, ignorance. That's why you say, Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. What is that? That ignorance is dissipated from one's consciousness. What a great shelter they had about this. Ignorance removed from the consciousness is a great benediction. For example, you're wandering in the street. You're trying to find your friend. These are not the days where you have cell phone, GPS, and everything. These are the olden days where you do not have any of these things. Actually, these things do not develop dependency. These things develop independency. That's another problem with all this materialistic advancement, so-called technological advancement. What happens through that is dependency is not there. But earlier, what used to happen is if you don't know the person's address, that means you have to ask, do you know this person? Do you know this person? He stays in this particular city. Becomes a little difficult. But a person comes and tells you, you know what, you're looking for this person, I know the address. And then I'll take you to that particular place. And then this person is holding the other person's hand, and then he takes to the destination. Or he is directing by giving an address. That is a great hope in this world. Just like a hope of a lighthouse in the ocean. In the ocean, when a person is actually wandering here and there, trying to find where the destination is, then he would see a lighthouse. Is it not a greatest shelter? Spiritual master is exactly like that. He gives that hope. He gives that shelter in our life. Because through that shelter and hope only we get everything. This is what called as prema bhakti jaha hote avidya vinasya jata. That means when the transcendental loving devotional service is established, then you see ignorance removed from our consciousness. That means what is a sign that ignorance is removed? There is no question of sense gratification. You're so absorbed in the process, but you don't see anything else. This is the beauty in the science of Krishna consciousness. This is what we have to continuously aspire in our consciousness, in our chetana, that my dear Lord, let me aspire for this state. Let me aspire for this consciousness. Because I tried so many things in my life. Nothing gave any satisfaction here. But this process, which you are actually telling here, this is the process which gives me satisfaction. Because this process is on a plane of selflessness. And this, when we understand more, then our life to Krishna consciousness has a meaning. Our life has a meaning. Our process has a meaning. Our getting up early in the morning has a meaning. Our doing Shravana every day has a meaning. Our doing Kirtana also has a meaning. Kirtana means chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There is Sankirtana, there is Anukirtana. There is Sankirtana, there is Kirtana. What is Sankirtana? You all chant together. What is Anukirtana? You follow the person. What is Kirtana? You just chant. So these things have to be established. Remember, we had this conversation where from one state, through good choices, we will be elevated. But here, continuously, Jiva has to take good choices. There is no option for this. So think about this. When continuously we have to take the right choices, that means what kind of mentality we have to develop in this world. It will tell us what exactly this Krishna consciousness is. This because this process is completely on a selfless love. Nothing to do anything on a selfish plane. If a person has any kind of selfish desire, by the association of the pure souls, their vani, Acharya's association, their vani, their loving affection, their loving connection, that should actually remove that tinge of that unnecessary, unmotivated things which actually keep us bounded in this world. Ete chamsakala pumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Swam. That Krishna is the Mula Purusha, is the source person, Virat. Huh? Abhigna Swarat. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaya Muyanti Yat Surya. That even to the personalities of Brahmaji, where the Lord personally has incepted the transcendental knowledge in his ear, now that person is, or any of the other Devi Devatas can also be bewildered in this world. But you notice when we actually think about this, it gives us it's like a shock for the jiva, who, when the jiva is so much absorbed in his life that this Krishna consciousness is the only thing for me. Now that absorption which the person is actually establishing, and that absorption, dear devotees, what am I saying is, unless and until we are here, sadhaka has to be completely absorbed here. There's no other choice. Now, let's say in the spiritual world, by the absorption, as per the words of the acharyas, by their mercy, if we've been given an opportunity to go back home, back to Godhead, over there also there are different levels of absorption. Now, over there, what happens is there are no two-way choices. The choices are always one way. That means, what is that one way choice? Transcendental. Transcendental happiness is a choice which is there continuously. That means anything in the relationship of the Lord and his devotees, it's all transcendental in the spiritual world. If we actually see one devotee externally, when we see, no, not externally, when we see one devotee is actually serving the other devotee in the spiritual world, they're serving because they're keeping Krishna as their center. That means over there, what happens is they also have choices, they also have free will. Just like we have choices here and we have free will here. In the spiritual world, also, they have choices and then free will. But you know what? All the choices are run behind Krishna. All the choices are run to Krishna. For example, even in that, there are different levels of choices. There are devotees in that state of consciousness where they are so much absorbed in the process, they will, when they see two things to be done at the same time, and both are Krishna conscious only. Now, at that level, they choose what is best, what is pleasing Krishna the best. They select that. What is pleasing Krishna the most? They select that choice. You see the example of Mother Yashoda. You see the example of Mother Yashoda when she's feeding Krishna, and at the same time, the milk is actually boiling on the other side. So, what is that indicating? Mother Yashoda has to put Krishna down to stop or to take over the milk from that particular burning furnace. For that, she has to put Krishna down. That means, what is she doing? Both she is doing to please Krishna only. One thing, on one side, she is holding Krishna, is to please Krishna. On the other side, she has to take care of that milk. That is also to please Krishna. Now, what is the best thing she has to do at this particular moment? She has to take care of the second choice, because that is more important. Now, that selection of choice lead to greatest Leela, where we continuously discuss about that. The Leela comes in the month of Kartik, where the Lord would go. He's upset on his mother. His mother tied him. Now he had to go out to take care of the words of his devotee Nardamani. He went out. That means A selection of choices lead to see such a beautiful pasta. Now, this kind of choice selection we should do in our life. And we should strive for that. We don't have to bow down to this material world. We don't have to bow down to so-called going here and there in the bike. No. We have to happy. We have to be happy. In which position Krishna has kept us? A student was asking this question. Oh, I'm in a difficult state. My mind is not accepting the words as is. Oh, what should I do? The first thing is we should accept that the mind is not accepted. The second important aspect is we should see that we have enough milk. And the third thing is we have to, boil, offer it to the Lord, and then honor the prasad. But all of these things should happen way before, not now. So these things have to be addressed. That means in the spiritual plane, the choices are so deep that no matter where they are trying to take the right choices again and again. A person will only take right choices again and again when he established the right and true correct relationship in this world. Because unless and until that is established, the person will not come to that state. This is what Krishna is telling, right? Vishya vinivartante niraharas dehinam rasavarjam rasopyasya param dushta nivartate. Person who doesn't have higher taste, he is absorbed in the materialistic activities. But a person who is absorbed in the spiritual understanding, spiritual truth, that person's absorption is different. Because the person should receive that higher taste. When he gets that higher taste, he will leave the lower taste. Which is quite possible through the process of Krishna consciousness. There is a hope, there is a chance that we will get this higher taste. Definitely, we will get it. All we have to do for that is to be on an honest platform. Now, that is very key here. Rasavarjam rasopyasya parandushtanavartha. That means a person receiving that higher taste from the Guru Parampara, from the disciplic succession, as a Murshid, the spiritual master. Actually, in the lunchtime, we are discussing, with few devotees, we are all sitting together and then discussing that how fortunate we are. Because we've been we've been given so many opportunities and chances and choices that at every opportunity and every chance and choice selection, we've been kept in that particular state that means we don't have to take this association of this material. Is it not a great choice? It is a wonderful choice. And this we need to understand, dive deep more, and then move forward. This has to be established. Otherwise, what happens is if that Vishya Vinavartanta Niraharaste, Rasavajam Rasopyasta Parandishtanavar, that cannot be established. Why and when that cannot be established? That cannot be established because we are not seeking or we are not going or marching in the direction to receive that higher taste. That's what, even if a person is born in a family of a Chandala, but if he is chanting Hare Krishna, that means he received the higher taste. He should be worshipped. Not even respect, he should be worshipped. Yajjivagre vartate nama tubhyam. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic literature. He studied the Vedic literature many, many times after taking his bath in all the holy places. This is one level. What is that one level? Must have performed all penances, sacrifices, studied all the Vedic literatures many, many times to taking his bath in all the holy rivers. Yes. This is definitely the way. There is another way, is surrendering to the words of the Acharya. When we do that, all these things will come. Sacrifices will come, austerities will come, surrender will come, respecting each and every personality will also come into our consciousness. Is that not a great benediction? It is. If we understand this, it is the greatest benediction for us. Oh, we have to realize that. Hare Krishna. Would like to stop here? Anyone would like to add anything, would like to share? So this has to be assessed. Hare Krishna. Anyone else would like to add? Otherwise, we'll stop it here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Amma Hare Krishna, Rachna Mataji. Please stop.
Prabhuji, it's not related to the topic that you discussed right now, but it's my personal, which I'm facing right now.
Sure,
Actually, my
sure.
mom, she's in India and she's in ICU right now. And we don't have visa, we can't go. I'm the only daughter for her, and I have one brother. My brother is not married, he's alone there. My daddy is there, just two of them. So I'm I mean, I'm not in a very good state of mind right now. So just tell me, Prabhuji, like I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. Apart from that, what I can chant for her? I don't know what God has in store for us. I don't know what is there in the days to come. But still, I want to chant for her. If she revives, well and good. If she doesn't, at least I can give her my chanting, right?
Is there a way for you to go to India?
No, Prabhuji, I don't have my visa.
Is there a
But
way
my
you can't get
but
your visa if you go to India now?
I don't know, Prabhuji. Even my passport also expired, so we are working on it. I mean, it expired just a few days before, so everything just came all of a sudden. I think it's a testing period for me. So, but my and she's not conscious right now, right? She's in ICU. She's not conscious, but she my mom is spiritual. I mean, she used to she was not Krishna conscious, but she had a very deep faith in Hanuman Chalisa that she used to chant all the time, every time. And but sometimes she used to sing a song. I just want to sing that because I know devotees can take it to Krishna. I am not that powerful, but she used to sing. Uh, इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले मेरा प्राण निकले सुख से तेरा नाम निकले मुख से कुछ जाऊं घोर दुख से जब प्राण तन से निकले इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले आना अवश्य आना राधे को साथ लाना इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले that she used to sing but she's not conscious and I don't know what is there. They are just giving us time,
The
like uh,
difficult.
that she's stable. She might come out. I don't know what is there. But apart from chanting Prabhuji, what else can I do?
Pray for her very nicely. I'll also pray for her.
Thank you
Pray
so
for
much,
her.
Prabhuji.
Pray for her very nicely that she comes out of this difficult situation. And pray to Krishna in such a way that, my dear Lord, it's your desire. Mm, I know this is a very difficult state for me, but please help this person. But she has given so much to me. I couldn't do anything at this particular moment other than these prayers. So offer those prayers to the Lord, offer those prayers to the spiritual master, and chant for her as much as possible, continuously. Chant for her well being. Try chanting for her
Sure,
so that
Prabhuji. I'm doing that. I'm doing
soul,
that, Prabhuji.
soul can get benefited through that. Distance is not the matter, consciousness is the matter. If you can do that nicely from here, that would be of great help. My prayers for your best, my prayers and best wishes for you.
Thank you.
May you
Thank you
come
so
out
much.
of this difficulty. So sorry to
Thank,
hear about that. try
Thank
to
you so
do
much.
our best. So another important aspect, when we this is what we need to understand more. No, this kind of situation can happen to anyone. We should take this process very, very seriously to our heart. Because nobody should go through this kind of situations. But this world is like that. Padam padam yadvipadam natesham. This world is meant for that. This world will give all these kind of things only. But at every situation, at every moment, if you take all of these difficulties as the greatest opportunity, then
Yes,
this is
I
the
feel that, Prabhuji, because my chanting was so poor. But now, since I chant for my mom, I chant with full concentration. I know His mercy is flowing on me like anything. But I'm a Badh Jiva, right? Ignorant. So I'm not able to take it to my heart. I mean, but His
Amma,
mercy is flowing, because that's why I'm able to chant His name. Otherwise, I cannot. I can't.
definitely. Amma, you're chanting. Why you're chanting nicely? Because you're chanting for the well-being of others. That is the whole point of our mission.
She's my mom, Prabhuji, right? She brought me to
Exactly.
this world. She gave me this Krishna conscious movement. I
Exactly.
mean,
That's why you're
I just
chanting for
got it.
her.
Yeah.
That's why you're chanting for her. That's why you're able to connect. That's why you're able to chant
Because
because
if
you
she
don't
would
have
not
any
have
other
given me birth, I
expectation.
would not have known Krishna. I
Exactly.
mean, I don't know Krishna. I don't know it even today. I don't know.
Exactly.
But at least Prabhupada said to chant his name. That I know, because she
Exactly,
gave me
Amma.
birth. She brought me, and that's spiritual upliftment or whatever was there.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
given from her.
Please continue. Please continue the chanting. I will also pray for her. We'll do that together. And then we'll see. It's not in our hands. We'll see what the Lord would see.
Yes,
And keep us updated tomorrow also how she is. Okay.
sure, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. All right, dear devotees, I'll stop it here. If I caused any inconvenience through my words, please excuse me. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we'll all pray for your mother, Mataji, sincerely. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I'm so grateful for it. Thank you so much.
Shila's Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam. Prayers for Rachana Mataji's mother. And today is the disappearance day for Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So let's sing a bhajan to worship all the wonderful Goswamis in Vrindavan and their deities in Vrindavan.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we cannot hear you. Can anyone hear Prabhuji?
No, Prabhuji.
Shila's Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna. Yeah, no, Prabhuji, we cannot hear him.
Maybe. Prabhuji's audio part disconnected. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then we cannot hear you, Prabhuji, unfortunately. We were able to see your screen, but we were not able to hear you. If you're still able to hear us. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna.
Abhay Charanaravindra, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai,
ISKCON BBT Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parvijacharya Stotra Shata His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Aneka Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय मायापुर धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय यमुना माई की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी देवी की जय समवेद भक्त वृंद की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी तिरोभाव दिवस की जय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं भंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपीश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः Hare Krishna, dear devotees, have an amazing Krishna conscious week starting with today, Monday. Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol. Shilas Prabhuji. Prabhuji, sorry Prabhuji, we were not able to hear you for the entire, the bhajan and the translation. We started hearing you when you said Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
All right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. His grace from Shilas Prabhuji ki. And my Prabhuji ki jai. Mataji ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.